Hey everyone, welcome back. So, if you guys saw my main channel video, we have a bunch of new content coming into Xenoverse 2. A pretty big, substantial update, if you ask me personally. We have 5 character exclusive Super Souls, plus some balance changes. I think something fun I should probably do is to maybe show you guys the patch notes before we get into this for the new update, so we'll get into that really quick, just give me a second. Okay, sorry about that cut, but I had to pull up the patch notes. So, we actually have the patch notes here for the new update for the gameplay enhancer, the 6.7 update. So, of course, you all know about the character exclusive Super Souls, so we updated the Lazy Bones installer. Pretty much what that is Lazy Bone updated the installer for BDM support, which is very nice. I fixed the incorrect info on Vegito and Pycon Super Souls and new Super Soul details.txt. There was just some incorrect information on their Super Souls, so I patched that up. Tapion, Dragonfist, Kid Trunk, Great Saiyaman 1, and Great Saiyaman 2 all got their Super Souls and new movesets, so definitely look forward to those. We'll go over those today. A bonus Super Soul has been available for CACs. Check the shop for details. I won't get into that. Just go to the shop. You'll see it. Customer artwork 19, 20, and 21 were added. One of them is the 5.5 update title screen, and then 2 were made by JSM. If I remember, I'll leave a link in the channel, or a link to his channel in the description. A new title screen was added, of course. The install has a new UI picture and turtle data was changed. Also, bug fixes were related to the Super Soul Hot Swapper and main installer installing the wrong PvP souls. It was actually installing the PvE souls when you selected PvP, so I fixed that up, and then fixed the bug where the limit burst details weren't showing for Gogeta and Janemba's PvP souls. But that's pretty much it for patch notes. I just wanted to give you guys like the inside scoop for what's going on. But we will talk about the character exclusive Super Souls today. So we've Dragonfist, Tapion, Kid Trunks, Saiyaman 1, and Saiyaman 2. I pointed the 1, said 2, you know what I mean. So, Saiyaman 1 and 2, I guess we'll start with them. I mean, I just showed Tapion, so you can technically look at his now, but we'll start with Saiyaman 1 and 2. We'll also go over their PvP souls. So, Great Saiyaman 1, of course, is Gohan, and I wanted to actually try making these characters literally usable in the game. So, shall we just start with Tapion? Let's just start with fucking Tapion, dude. He's at the top. Okay, so Tapion. He's a very fun character, in my opinion. Tapion he's a Super Soul called It Was an Honor to Know You, which is present on Tapion, just Tapion. At the start of the match, applies the following effects to self. He gets 10% to his health, not very much, but it's still a substantial amount to where it makes a difference. He gets a 50% stamina and ki increase. This is pretty good because Tapion doesn't have the greatest stamina or ki. I wanted to increase that a little bit so he's a bit more formidable in combat. He gets a 100% stamina recovery buff. That is what Dragonfist Goku gets. With the extra stamina, he needs the stamina recovery. He gets 50% inflicted damage. Goku Dragonfist, for example, he gets 60%. And a character like Vegito gets 100%. So, Tapion getting 50% is very good. He gets 10% damage reduction for some defensive capabilities. And he also gets effects gained when boosting allies plus 50%. This is very good, of course, for support. However, you all know with Tapion in the base game how he's like pretty much based around the Hero's Flute. Well, let's see how that pans out in his new Super Soul. So, his 8th effect is when Hero's Flute is used, applies the following effects to self and allies for the duration of the skill. Restores health by 1% every second, just like Hero's Flute. That's exactly what Hero's Flute does in his normal Super Soul. However, this is new. He gives 45% inflicted damage, 20% damage reduction, and okay, so this actually doesn't work. A 500... I need to actually get rid of this. This does not apply in-game. Originally, I thought Hero's Flute was like Emperor's Sign, which buffs your allies. It doesn't, and I scrapped this entirely. I forgot this in here, so you guys saw nothing. Alright, so he gets a 20% damage boost as well. So this will only apply while the skill is up. So if the skill, like, stops working, if you get knocked out of it, or it just runs out, the skill will no longer work. This effect. However, if a human player is controlling Tapion, he's easily the best support in the entire game. However, it's only when Hero's Flute is active, so you need to plan when to use it. Tapion has some decent defensive capabilities thanks to his 10% damage reduction and 10% health, though the problem is a lot of characters get a lot more damage reduction, so Tapion he can die pretty fast, but he has infinite healing, so I didn't want to go too crazy with him. I hope you guys can understand that. Because, I mean, you could just, like, technically sit back and just infinitely heal with Tapion. You don't even need bots. Like, you still get the heal, because the effects apply to himself as well. Right? So, it's like, technically speaking, Tapion could just infinitely heal, right? So, I mean, he's goated, for sure. He's very fun to play as in-game. I really enjoyed testing him out. He's very fun. I really do like Tapion. This should also say effect 7, not 8. I am sorry. I should have changed this before I started, but I wasn't thinking. This should be effect 8. Okay, so his next effect is actually... Okay, I don't know if you guys just heard that, but that was my other video finished rendering, so I'm actually going to start the upload on that while I record this. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I just started the render for my other video uploading. I'm recording this actually after I finish editing that, so I hope that's cool with you guys. So, where were we? We're talking about Tapion, right? Yeah, we were. So Tapion, he's pretty good. He's goated, for sure. In combat, like, he's great support. Like, if you go into an expert mission, or you're playing with your pals, and one of you bring Tapion, I mean, you're gonna... Playing it like Dragon... Oh my god, can you imagine him in, like, Gogeta? Oh, shit. Yeah, he's really good, but when this character just guards an attack in effect 8, the following effects apply to self 10 times only. So, he actually gets a 20% basic melee and strike super damage up to 200%. And then he gets 1% damage up to 10%. So, as you can tell, Tapion actually doesn't do that much damage. He only gets a 50% buff. However, and this doesn't apply to him because he can't move during Hero's Flute. So, he needed damage somewhere, and I didn't want to make him too defensive because of his healing. However, Tapion is pretty good in the fact that he just guards. You know, where he's, like, blocking the attack with his sword. He gets a 20% boost up to 200%. Also, like Dragon Fist Goku, there's not that many strike characters in the game, so I wanted to shake it up a little bit and gave Tapion the ultimate strike superpower. He's literally insane with strike damage with Brave Sword attack. Through discussions, this was actually... He originally only had strike super damage, but he eventually got basic melee damage as well. So he's really good. And I really do like this. And he gets some extra damage reduction if you're good at just guarding. I believe his limit burst is revive gauge. I don't remember. You have to guys have to forgive me. I don't remember what their fucking limit bursts are. But yeah, he's really good, right? He's not the best character ever, but he's a very fun character, and you can still play as him even without this effect. And let's go over his PvP soul, I guess. His PvP soul is wrong because this should be 7 and 8, not effect 8 and 9. So when Brave Sword Slash is used, applies the following effects to self and allies for the duration of the skill. Okay, this is wrong. This should also say to self, not allies. God damn it, dude. No. Right, no, please. Oh my... No. I thought I fixed that. I didn't. God damn it. Okay. Okay, dude, I forgot what I was saying. Fucking hell, dude. Okay, so this is a PvP soul. He gets the same stats. PvP souls have the same stats. Brave Sword Slash is not his ultimate. This is his super attack. Brave Sword Attack is his ultimate. When he actually uses Brave Sword Attack, that applies the following effects to self. He gets a 50% strike damage buff and 30% damage reduction. It's like Mod and Vegeta's ability. It's literally the same exact thing, except it's not as good. But his has 2 charges, and his strike super damage goes up a lot. That's Dragon Fist, goddammit. Okay. And then he has the Just Guard effect as well. So what you want to do here is you still get the damage reduction and strike damage, but you only get strike super in PvP and damage reduction in PvP. But you only need to activate it twice. So what you would prefer to do is get 2 Just Guards in and then hit him with 2 Brave Sword attacks, right? So, pretty solid. I guess we'll go for Dragon Fist PvP Soul. Dragon Fist in PvP is pretty interesting. So he has his ability where he shuts off the enemy's stats pretty much. However, it's not nearly as broken. It only activates 1 time, and it only activates for 5 seconds and at a 20% rate. Also, the enemy doesn't take enhanced damage. It just pretty much stamina breaks him, right? And he also, instead of the support, he just cannot be grabbed or stamina broken, which is pretty good. So let's go over Kid Trunks next. Alright. Kid Trunks is called Royalty's Foolhardy Adventurer. At the start of the match, applies the following effects to self. 10% health, decent. 20% key and stamina, 2 bars each. 75% speed is what Gotenks gets. Actually, no, he gets 50? Oh, shit. Kid Trunks is actually the fastest character in the game, then. Okay, yeah. I was playing earlier, and he can actually outrun, like, the gigantic Ki Blast attack. You know, Scattered Reflection Aura, that attack. He can outrun it because he's so fast. Like, that is really good tech, actually. Okay. 20% damage is really not great, but, like, because of this, man, like, I can't go too crazy. But he is amazing in terms of fucking speed and shit. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Okay, I thought Gotenks was 70. Dude, I must be misremembering. Yeah, he's 50. Okay. Yeah, he's good. He's pretty good. I swear I made Gotenks 50 or 70. I don't. It doesn't matter. Not only that, but he also shortened his own revival time by 30%. This is what Pycon does, if I'm not mistaken, right? Doesn't he do that? Yeah, he shortens his own revival time by 25%. Kid Trunks does by 30. That's the highest of any character. And he has this as well. Yeah, dude. Trunks is like he's like literally the technician of the group. Really good. And that's implied by effect 7 as he hits an enemy with a charged Ki Blast. The following effects apply to them. They cannot turn off lock-on. Meaning, if you hit them with a charged Ki Blast, which is the homing Ki Blast, by the way, the enemy cannot do anything. Like, they're locked on to Trunks for 10 seconds. Like, you can distract them and run away with your speed, and if you die, you have this. Like, it's just, I mean, I was making him, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not spend too much time on Trunks. I'm not spending all that time on a character that me or a lot of you guys, if you guys use these skills, will ever play as. But, I mean, like, this all works really well together, and it's kind of funny. And then Super Saiyan just gives him extra stats, more than what normal Super Saiyan gets. I mean, Trunks is actually pretty good. I honestly, I tried not to go too crazy with him because of this, but he actually turned out better than I thought he would be. I gotta probably do some more testing with Kid Trunks, but, like, Kid Trunks would be really good, actually. Like, really solid distraction effects. Yeah, man. Okay. I thought, okay, I'm pretty impressed. I know I made these and everything, but, like, I was just, like, clacking the keyboard and shit, just making his shit, like, not really thinking too much about Trunks. Like, Dragon Fist Goku, for context, took me about 9 hours to, like, think of what he wanted to do, make sure everything worked properly, like, wanted to do all that. Tapion took me, like, a third of the time. 1 and 2, Saiyaman, didn't take very long either. But Trunks took me like 12 minutes or some shit to decide. What does Kid Trunks want to do? Distraction? Gotcha. Let me just give him random stats, random shit, and yeah, it worked out. Okay. I'm honestly kind of, that's like a happy, what's the term? Happy accident or something? Really nice. So Saiyaman 1 and 2. So let's get this out of the way. Their stats: 80% stamina, 100% stamina recoveries, 50% speed, 30% damage. Revive ally speed plus 15. This works so well with Trunks, actually, and Pycon. So they actually get a 100% boost when allies. That's what Gogeta gets, right? No, he gets 70. So when you're boosting allies, you get a crazy effect. And they actually get this. This is new. They respond access to dual justice combination. If you don't know, Saiyaman 1 and 2, they don't have access to any dual ultimates. Videl does not have access to dual justice combination because this is not Videl technically. In the code, like, she can't, if you use dual justice combination with your CAC and Videl, she can't respond to it. This Saiyaman 2 version, she can. So I went in and made this and Saiyaman 1 be able to do this. This is how I want you guys to use them together. They have the same exact stats. They have the same thing. They also get a very similar effects to each other with Effect 8. When they use a pose skill, apply the following effects to self for what would be the duration of the skill. This calculated separately than pose skill effects, and also it counts if you're knocked out of the charge. Videl actually cannot be grabbed or stamina broken, so can Gohan. She gets a 21.4% melee damage increase, which is solid with her 30% damage, but this is where things get insane. she gets a strike and basic Ki Blast damage boost of 214%. That is crazy high. And if I'm not mistaken, Justice Pose goes crazy with stats as well. Actually gets damage reduction. She will be doing so much damage with dual Justice combination and strike supers. It's insane. And her ninth effect is she actually inflicts a new mechanic onto the enemy. Extreme slowdown with a charge Ki Blast. This is actually 50% stronger than normal slowdown, and it lasts for 20 seconds and has 10 charges. Like Kid Trunks, something you can do is you can run these three together, and someone could actually throw a charge Ki Blast at the boss, which is also a charge homing blast, by the way, so you can control it. And Videl will actually slow the enemy down. Trunks can throw one as well and lock them onto him. He can run away with his high speed. The enemy can't catch him. And then you can just, like, go revive an ally with your boost revive speed. Like, you can go crazy with it. So, Great Saiyaman 2 is very fun. Her Super Soul is called, it's on her, thing. You know, Great Saiyaman 2. Like, I really think you guys should give Great Saiyaman 2 a try. I know she's not very exciting, but her and Great Saiyaman 1 work well together. Saiyaman 1 actually has the same exact effects. They're just a little bit different. Instead of this, he gets 100% damage. That's it. Plus what Justice Pose gives. And he gets 15% damage reduction. Should I just put this on here, actually? I'm probably going to do it here. I hope you guys are okay with this. Let me go here. This. Whoops. Oh, wait. No, wait. No, we're good. Okay. I need this here. And then I need this here. I need this here. Okay, there we go. The charge still counts if you're knocked out of the attack, so yeah, she's very fun. And he's very fun as well. If you guys use them together, you can do this. Like, you'll be taking names in parallel quests. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And Gohan, instead of extreme slowdown, has extreme poison. This mechanic is unbelievable, how broken this mechanic is. You do so much damage to the enemy with this, it's crazy. I really think you guys will like these two. Please, if you're going to do any characters from here, even more than Dragon Fist Goku, I really think you should give these three a try. I actually do. You will have a lot more fun. Like, Dragon Fist Goku's goated as well. Like, these guys, I really think you'll have fun with them. I really do. So please give them a try, even over Dragon Fist. I love Dragon Fist Goku. He's obviously the most fleshed out here. I just think you should give them a try. Let's go over Saiyaman 2, her PvP soul. It's the same thing, except the numbers are lower 3 times only. And then here, she gets the extreme slowdown for 5 seconds one time. And then Great Saiyaman 1 is the same thing. Lower numbers 3 times only. Extreme poison for 5 seconds. That's about it. And so, actually, I guess we'll go over this really quick. So, if you don't know who JSM is actually a good friend. He helps me test these sometimes and gives me feedback for these. For example, Tapion originally did only 200% strike damage, super damage. He suggested basic melee damage as well, plus 20%. So, you know, just like to say thanks. I actually made him an exclusive Super Soul for the CAC. It's called Auspicious Saiyan Warrior. Effect 1 when transformation. So pretty much this is just the Elder Kai Super Soul. Plus this right here, this is new. And then the Frost Super Soul, which poisons the enemy of the Y attack. Feel free to try these out in game. If you want. It's available for your CAC in the shop. Just a bonus Super Soul. But that's about it, guys. Hope you guys are pretty excited to be able to test these out in game. And hope you guys have fun with these. But I'm all out of time. I got some shit to do, so I'll see you next time. Peace.